Once they're
Shoplifting under $200 or something is no longer in those states being prosecuted.
data is being processed the moment you're busted. Okay, it's not.
Yes.
It's not.
Yeah, or being arrested, even arrested.
Okay, so
But look at this chart. This is crime rates by year in the US. You can see like
easily fudge. You can easily
2020 was crazy.
manipulate this data by, like I said, the number of arrests you do.
Oh yeah,
if you
Mark, you're free to naysay about anything. You could just not believe anything ever.
I'm
If
just
you want,
pointing out
yeah.
that these numbers can be manipulated.
I want to see
either direction, mind you.
I want to see facts. That's all conjecture.
It is well known, well documented that shoplifting, minor shoplifting in certain US territories are.
Okay, so
the homicide rate in the US in 2019 was 1.1%, and 2020 it was already 28.7%.
And where are you getting these statistics from?
This is macrotrends.net. It's like a global statistics website.
Yeah.
So the big,
like, it was high in the 90s, and then it went right down to 2014, and since Biden got in, it's gone back up through the roof.
Now, with that, I wouldn't trust a lot of that shit, because like that's also during the time when the woke movements and the conservative I'm not even calling them conservatives no more, when National Socialists started. Real extremism, basically, is the best way to say it.
Well, you had an open border, Roger, with gang members coming in, terrorists, all sorts of people.
We've never had problems. Like this is all fabricated bullshit. Like,
let me get some FBI statistics.
No, there still isn't any problems with the freaking United States because of immigration. This is like garbage politics that freaking people have freaking forced.
No problems at all.
No.
Including the concept of being able to pay foreigners less money, therefore bringing down wages like a hell.
That is actually an issue, though.
That is a problem. So yeah, your statement is factually incorrect.
When you go and you look at that, what you have to actually look at is the real victims in this whole deal is the actual immigrants who are freaking dying because freaking they're trying to sneak across the border. The ones that are freaking locked inside of a freaking semi truck and freaking literally die in the hot burning summer because freaking ICE is getting ready to bust the truck and people are getting paranoid, so they freaking run from the truck and just leave all these immigrants inside of there to die. Fact check, that actually happened. Okay,
I've not seen.
Okay, then you have to talk about immigrants who freaking work in orange freaking groves that are getting freaking paid half money in cash and the other half in oranges that they have to sell on the streets. Those people are being found dead in ditches because freaking they're not protected by the United States laws at all. So freaking they can be freaking used as freaking slave labor, basically. They can be paid freaking under the thing. And guess who's fighting for these immigrants? Guess who's fighting for these immigrants, these illegal immigrants, which is a term I hate. Guess who's going up there and saying freaking we need
illegal immigrants. They by entering the country illegally by default. The illegal immigrants.
All of these
by default.
All right. Now, all these progressive liberals are most likely the same ones that are hiring these freaking illegals to freaking come working on their freaking property so that they can get less labor. And if they aren't, they're getting paid off by these freaking people who are landlords and allowing this shit to go on because there's money involved in it, okay? Freaking.
also on your point of that these illegal immigrants are not. In theory, they are on U.S. ground and therefore they are protected by law. Just because the law is not reaching them,
No, hey, look.
in those cases, doesn't mean that they're not in theory protected by.
No, it's not the case.
There's the difference between the concept of and the action of.
Okay, look. Let me just spell this out. This is something people don't bother to look at. Now, when an illegal comes into our country and they're suspected of crime, okay, or they have committed a crime and freaking they're taken into custody. Now, they don't have the same rights that a U.S. citizen has. Now, if I get busted or I get brought to jail because I'm freaking suspected of a crime, they have 48 hours in which to freaking find evidence to keep me held in custody. If they can't find evidence to freaking charge me with a crime, then they have to release me. That doesn't apply to a freaking person who came across that border illegally.
Well, they get deported, right? Straight away.
No, they can hold them
Again, by default, by entering the US illegally, they have committed a crime.
Right, and they can hold them indefinitely. They do not have any amount of time that they have to freaking release them. They can hold them indefinitely without freaking any rights whatsoever. They don't have a right to a lawyer. They don't have a right for any kind of representation because they're in a foreign country without permission. They are, okay? They don't even have the constitutional rights that their country would have because they have.
But lately there's been a trend of them actually supporting the illegals in a way. Like, did you see like the media going on? Oh, we need to bring this illegal guy back from El Salvador.
Yeah, look at what's happening in Europe, in UK, and the rest of Europe, because of Europe, the European Court of Human Rights. You get illegals coming into, let's say, the UK, and they have been provided the right to stay here because the court of foreign court has decided, the European Court of Human Rights has decided that they have got specific rights, and our own legal system cannot do anything about that. This is why I argue that the UK needs to leave the ECHR.
Mm-hmm.
Motor vehicle theft is up 12%.
You guys are talking about like freaking motor vehicle theft and like.
Mind you guys that Roger is a white male, which is the highest demographic for committing crimes, and also falls within the highest age bracket for committing crimes.
I believe murders is the highest number when it comes to murders. It comes from in the US is African Americans.
Boy, that just really racist.
But I
believe that if you do this, if you do the actual research, that is actually correct.
I'm not saying you're racist. I'm saying that the freaking data's racist.
Why?
It's like point blank saying like I'm a freaking old fucking white dude that likes to steal shit.
I mean, granted, you could argue that white collar crime.
Well, you also said you hated something, and that could be a crime. Hate crime
by white.
It's a hate crime. Yeah.
But all crime. Again, you making overly sort of loaded statements.
Now look, when I did my read, I put it out there for you. What I'm telling you is these are what I know are facts. Okay, now freaking. I'm not saying that freaking I'm for or against it because it's like freaking you heard what I said about the illegals, okay? Um, and where the true problem is, okay? I'm not I'm not concerned with the freaking National Socialist bullshit, okay? Now, also, I also mentioned that freaking these supposed woke bastards are probably the ones who are actually pushing for all of these rights to freaking keep them here in the United States because they freaking make money off of them. Okay, they're the ones.
Well,
They're the
actually,
ones who have the Hispanic freaking maid that freaking all their rich buddies think is freaking cool. Oh, she's got a Hispanic freaking maid.
well, here's the thing, Roger. Wokeness is another term that's been flipped, all right? Because woke used to mean awake, and now it's actually turned into the opposite. People that are like totally brainwashed, what we would used to call NPCs, non-player characters. And this is
Also,
these like
of money. Remember, lawyers make a lot of money out of that. So do NGOs. Do all those charities that
Mark. I actually fact-checked you, and it turns out you're wrong.
in what way? In what sense?
The most murders are committed by white people, just by 500 odd murders or so
Yeah.
in total. Per capita, you're probably right, but in total, more
Vincent
white people.
Vincent on X, he's in New Zealand, and I told him I want to do a video series called "Crazy White People in New Zealand" because I think that would probably be like the coolest freaking stream I've ever done, to be honest. Because like, you want to talk about some crazy shit, dude? You go check out what these crazy white people in New Zealand are doing. You think freaking Mr. Robot's freaking nuts? He ain't nuts. He ain't
I'm the
nuts.
most sane guy here. Everyone knows it.
Well, yeah, I gotta admit that. I gotta admit that. I met
competition. It's okay.
Amos on freaking Jaffe's show, dude, and he's pretty cool too. But when it comes to comparing you two, you gotta be a little bit better than he is.
He's Australian. Yeah, he is Australian, not New Zealand.
About stuff. Anyways, what's our next topic again?
Now, one thing though, since you were bringing that up, I think I should bring up this whole thing about the Supreme Court and citizens, birthright citizens. Now, the Supreme Court keeps hold on Trump's restrictions on birthright citizens, but said May agenda. The Supreme Court on Thursday kept on hold President Donald Trump's restrictions on birthright citizens, but agreed to hear arguments on the issue in May. Trump's executive order to end birthright citizenship for the children of people who are in the U.S. illegally has been halted nationwide by 3 district courts around the country. Appeals courts have declined to disturb those rulings. The Republican administration had sought to narrow those orders to allow for the policy to take effect in part or most of the country while court challenges play out. This is expected to be the focus of the High Court arguments on May 15th. Now, birthright citizenship automatically makes anyone born in the United States an American citizen, including children born to mothers in the country illegally. The right was enshrined soon after the Civil War in the Constitution's 14th Amendment. Now, Trump and his supporters have argued that there should be tougher standards for becoming an American citizen, which he called a priceless and profound gift.